Give Nathan Morgan a little bit of a hand, an applause. I was really happy with bringing him here this year, and hope to do it again. He showed some awesome stuff today. I hope you guys liked it. If you guys want to ask Nathan any questions, or if Nathan wants to say anything, he can talk about anything. He can talk about wrestling. He can talk about your goals. He can talk about, whatever, hard work. Nathan, do you want to say anything, or we can just go to questions?
I could jump in. Well, I guess you do a mix of both.
Yeah.
How many of you guys set goals? All right, I like it. How many of you guys have those goals in a position where you see it every single day? Okay, I would challenge all of you guys. If you have your goals, put them in a place you can see them. What's the point of a goal?
To achieve it.
To achieve it, to drive what?
Motivation.
To motivate you for action. Every action you take is a vote for the person you want to become, is a vote towards that goal, right? And every day you guys get a chance to do those activities, those actions that are going to get you closer to those goals. Whatever it is, it could be, beat a guy you've never beaten before. It could be league champ, state champ, national champ. Whatever that goal is, you put it on that paper and you look at it and say, okay, what's my plan? And I used to say, hey, you wake up every day and say, hey, what can I do today to help me get closer to those goals? But it almost starts before. You have to have a plan. I had a plan in high school. And it's good to go meet with the experts in the area, but we got with a weight guy and say, hey, what should Nate do to get strong? And we put a program in place. I had to be at the gym at 6:30 every morning. And all I had to do is wake up that day. I looked at my goal, wanted to be a 4-time state champ. Man, I'm getting to the gym. All I had to do was show up. It was already planned in advance, right? So thinking through, you throw those goals out there. You're seeing them every single day. You put a plan in place to achieve those goals. And then at the end of the day, you ask, man, did I give 110% today to get closer to my goals, right? And everybody has the same amount of time in the day. It's really where you spend your time. You think, I want to get up every single morning at 6:30 to go to the weight room. You think I want to do that every single morning? No, but I look up, especially on leg day. Man, I hated leg day. I had this guy that pushed me to where there was days where I'd get bumped into at school and I fell over because my legs were so weak from that workout. But when I woke up in the morning, I looked at my goals. Man, 4-time state champ. That's the point of the goal, is to motivate you for action. Right? And your action plan, what you do on a daily, weekly, monthly basis is that's what's going to drive, determine whether you hit your goal or not. Because it's easy to throw a goal out there, but the hard part is putting that plan that matches up with that goal and then sticking with it day in and day out. I've kind of told this parable before. I like little parables because there's little nuggets in there. But how many of you guys have heard the parable of the Chinese bamboo tree? Most people haven't. So this farmer, right? This farmer goes out and he plants these bamboo seeds. And he goes out there every day for an entire year. He's watering and nurturing and fertilizing this soil for this tree to grow. And he's out there every single day for a year, and there's no signs of growth, right? In year 2, he's out there every single day watering, fertilizing, nurturing that soil. No signs of growth. What do you think he's doing in year 3? Same thing. He's out there watering and fertilizing, nurturing that soil, doing everything he can to make this tree grow. So it's been 3 years, hasn't even broken the surface. What do you think this guy's neighbors are thinking?
Crazy.
He's crazy, right? He's nuts. So you can imagine the neighbor rolling over, hey, what are you doing today? Oh, I'm watering my bamboo tree. You haven't even been doing that for a few years? They're thinking, this guy's nuts. What do you think he's thinking? There might be some doubt there, right? What do you think? Year 4, he's out there watering and fertilizing and nurturing that soil. How many people would have given up in year 4? Hasn't even broken the surface. You're grinding towards something. You don't feel like you've gotten any results. This farmer's out there every single day for 4 years. A lot of people would have quit, right? in year 5, a Chinese bamboo tree can grow up to 90 feet tall, like say 3 weeks, and between 3 weeks and 5 weeks. Now, did that bamboo tree go 90 feet tall in 5 weeks or 5 years? 5 years, right? Because if any time he decided not to water and fertilize that tree, the ground, or your dream, you know, that would have died right there. And a lot of people quit right before that turning point, you know. And then after, when that tree's 90 feet tall, people are like, oh, you know, then they want to know, wow, you know, we knew it would always happen, you know. But people don't see, they think it's instant results, but they don't understand that results are never instant, right? You go to camps, you get in the wrestling ring, you're training every single day, and sometimes it's hard to really know if you're getting better. That's why you got to set those little goals and stick to that process. And if you stick with it long enough, the results do come. But most people quit before they actually hit the corner, you know. And for me, I had a little experience like that when I was growing up. There was a kid that always beat me. He won the state meet as a kid, the regionals as a kid, the nationals as a kid. He had long hair. He puffed his chest. He beat me at every single tournament as a kid. And then one day, like 5 years later, I had him up. My goal was to beat this kid. He was up on my goal. I saw it every day. My goal, I'm going to beat that kid. And then one day I beat him. I teched him. It went from him beating me to me beating him by 10 in a freestyle match. I called my dad after the event, and my dad goes, hey, how'd you do? I was like, man, I teched this kid I had up on my wall. And he's like, oh, man. It's like, that's amazing. I was like, yeah, maybe he was sick, you know. And but turns out I beat him really bad the next time as well. He never beat me again. You know, so with wrestling, you really want to, you know, as I said, you throw those goals up there, but every day you wake up, you put that plan in place, and you work hard every single day to get you closer to those goals. And be honest with yourself at the end of the day. Hey, what could I have done better? You know, did I give 100% effort? You know, Coach Wooden has a little saying. He's got a great little book on coaching, but his saying is, success is the peace of mind that comes from knowing that you did everything you could to be the best you could be. And that's all that you can control. You really control your effort, your attitude, the time you put in, your dedication, how you handle adversity, because wrestling's tough. You know, and when it gets tough, you step up and rise to the occasion, you know. And every time you're feeling a little banged up, great, that's an opportunity for you to train when you're a little banged up, because you might get in a tournament where you're banged up and you got to perform. And if you haven't taken, you know, that attitude and that mindset into the practice room, it's going to be hard to translate that into, you know, a wrestling match, you know. And that's kind of has been kind of geared towards wrestling, but whatever you want to be successful in life, the same principles that you apply in wrestling will apply to getting a degree, you know, your family, mastering a new skill, you know, whatever it is, you know, putting that goal out there, putting that action plan to get there, getting the experts to help you build that plan and fine tune, you know, hey, what am I doing wrong? Where can I improve? You know, and every day you're waking up and trying just to get a little better than you were the day before. I didn't mean to speak that long, but.
Well, I'll tell you what, that was much appreciated. You guys, listen, we're all out of time, but I'm very, very happy to bring Nathan, and that was an incredible speech. Thank you. And the story, you guys,